be a real entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of us out here who's confused. We don't know if people are really who they say they are.
You just don't know.
So we had to come in person.
Yeah. Hey, she sees it.
No, I knew the receipts here.
Hey, it's Jameka Laché, and today I am here with Montia Shardae
Hey, y'all.
in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
We are at her own makeup studio and academy by the name of Montia Shardae Makeup Studio and Academy in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So, welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here again.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I love it. I love doing this. So.
Yay. So, well, just get started. A little background between the two of us. We're ex-military brats, I guess. Once military brat, always military brat. And just being able to find your own identity outside of the military and not conforming, because having a 9 to 5
Lord
in this
knows.
day and age is like you have a 9 to 5, like what is that? But you know, the great thing is when you can actually be a real entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of us out here who's confused. We don't know if people are really who they say they are.
You just don't know.
So
Hey, she sees it.
No. I knew the receipts here, so I was like, she's for sure.
Yeah.
She's for real. She's legit. Tell us a little bit about the beginning of your beauty journey, of even starting it, because I knew you were far removed from even wanting anything to do with it.
Yes, so, and like she said, we have history. You know, we met in Alaska. Crazy, I know. Yes, as kids. And I was really like tomboyish. I know you can't tell right now, but I was definitely through a tomboyish phase in my life. And I just really didn't like hair, makeup, anything of that sort.
You just gave us a little chicken head.
Yeah, just a little sign, you know what I mean? You know, I had the edges laid, the little ponytail, some gloss, but other than that, you wasn't getting nothing outside of that. But my mom is a licensed cosmetologist, and so I've always been around the beauty industry. And it wasn't that I didn't like it. Let me just start by saying that. I just wanted to find my own lane.
Right.
And I didn't want to be like my mom. I wanted to be Montia, which is nothing wrong with being my mom. I just wanted to find me. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
And, you know, through the years, grew up, my mom made me go to cosmetology school because I had no vision. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And she was like, look, guess what? You going to cosmetology school because you ain't sitting out.
Right.
Went to cosmetology school, and through that, I found me. I found Montia, which my lane was more so makeup versus hair. And we are sitting in the fruit of all of that now. So,
Yeah. I'm sorry, I looked up and I said, act like a lady, lash like a boss.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay, a boss. By the way, you were wearing lashes from your own collection, right?
Yes.
So we're going to get that information later.
Yes.
But finding your own identity, we spoke about that. You know, being a military brat, you kind of always have to follow the rules because your parents, you know.
Yes.
And I mean, that's any child's life, but it just, for some reason, we felt like we were on a different microscope.
Yeah.
So when exactly did you find your own identity after she pushed you into going into something she was in?
Well, I went to one of the best schools out, which is Paul Mitchell School, and in that school they teach you proper etiquette. They teach you how to stand like a professional, walk, talk, and eat, breathe like a professional, and that starts with your look. And like I said, I wasn't really into makeup like that, so they made us like wear makeup, you know, do your hair, put lip gloss on. Then I was like, okay, boo-boo, looking
It's different from your mama saying.
Yeah, it's a little different. And then I started doing others, not like how I do now.
Right.
But look, I started doing other people's makeup, and I'm like, okay, I like to see the result, like how they feel.
Yeah, the transformation.
Just this little product that I put on your face, you're already gorgeous. And I just put this little mascara on you and some shimmer, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so gorgeous. So once I started seeing that, I'm like, wow, I really need to do this.
Right.
But do it right. So I went to school for makeup. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, but I actually study makeup. I moved to Los Angeles, went to school. I have my master's in makeup artistry. So I took it further.
Yeah,
I took it
really
further.
Serious. Because, we, myself included, after buying Beauty Secrets, the book, because it saved my life one time,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
But YouTube gurus, it pop up all the time, and we're finding out how to do our makeup and applying it. But then we go try and do makeup on our friends,
Right.
and we have to realize
It's not the
it's
same.
the same. And I'm guilty of it. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's not the same. It's just nowhere like the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
So officially, you went to school and you knew, like, okay, I took this class, but you decided to go for your master's.
Yes.
And then you became an instructor.
Yes. So in between going to school, I graduated, became a licensed cosmetologist. I went to Los Angeles, became a makeup artist. Okay, and then boom, God said, "Hold up, let me slow you down just a little tad because you're getting a little out of hand, just a little bit." And He blessed me with my daughter.
Right.
My daughter, and she, changed my whole perspective about life. And so I knew that what I was doing, working in the salon and things of that nature just wasn't enough. And, I talked to some mentors that I had in my life at that time, and they were like, "You need to become an instructor. It's time for you to step it up a notch." And I'm like, I don't even...
Because I've seen the growth.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so I did. I went to school again. To become an instructor. And from that point, I've completely taken off. Like, completely. So, yeah.
So that transition from being an instructor for someone else to opening your own school, like, how did you actually get that 100% courage?
Yeah, thank you for asking me that. It is tough. I've been behind a brand for years. So when I was behind that brand, though, I still had my identity. So I started my identity within a brand. So it wasn't too hard for me to branch out because I was starting to birth my own baby, and a lot came with that. A lot of haters came with that. A lot of enemies came with that because they just can't see what I see. And it wasn't for them to see what I see because only God gave me the vision. So it's not for you to understand, but some people just wanted me to be stuck in a box. And I had to break out of that box. And I knew that if this company can become a billionaire brand, why can't Montia? Why can't I do it? What makes them so much more special? And I gotta be special because I got God on my side. So come on.
Yeah.
He's the king of everything. So if He can make y'all great, I know He can make my name great. It gotta happen. So I just, with the people that's around me, which is so important, like your circle, the people that's around me, my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, everybody, my daughter, they push me. Like, look, you can do it. Yeah. And we just turned the ignition and we just hit the gas and we kept going.
There are like a couple of things while you were speaking that were standing out to me. You talked about the boxes that we put ourselves in, and then the people around us that put us in boxes. And you also talked about the importance of our circle and like having people that encourage you through any transition. And that right there, it sticks out to me being military children, transient all the time. And from my understanding, you have siblings, but we're pretty much a raised only child.
Yes, I have siblings, but they were raised with my father, and my mom on that side. I was raised with my mom. She was married. That's how we met in Alaska. But then she got a divorce, and I was just still with my mom again. Yeah. So I'm kind of military, but not. Right. Cause my father, who is a Chief Warrant Officer, Marine, 5. Let me not leave that out. Right. He'll kill me. Chief Warrant Officer, 5 Marine.
Yes, let's go. For it.
Yeah, let's go. Yes, who will be retiring next year, 30 years.
Congratulations.
And thank you. He is amazing. He is my inspiration. And, even though my dad did not physically, I didn't get that luxury of traveling, going to Japan, doing all that. He never left me out. Yeah. I always felt included. Yeah. I don't call her stepmom, but just referring her to, she always kept me included. I never felt like my half sisters or my half brother. It's always been like we're all a family.
I find it important that you still find that the family unit very much important.
It is,
and I think that is something that is specific to moving. That's what I was getting at before. Is when you move to new places and finding a circle that actually matches who your true identity is, not what you think is popular.
Right.
So how did you actually maintain staying in your lane, especially You know, it's just you.
I just did. I don't know if it's like my confidence. I don't know if it's just who I am. I know I'm Montia, and that's it. I can't be like no one else. You know, I tell people all the time, just like in my book, don't be on social media and focus so much on like, this person's great, that person's amazing, they have 10K followers, when you don't even know if they purchased those followers. You don't know what they had to do to go through to get those followers. Yeah. And like, I really don't care about that, because if I don't got 10K in my bank account, but I got 10K followers, something wrong, and I need to figure it out ASAP. Right. You know, so I just always stay true and just pray and ask God to keep me focused and keep me level-headed into where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, definitely keep you level-headed, because I had to be level-headed enough to open up in a pandemic.
I know, yeah.
Oh my God. So how do we, like, what, you know how they always joke about like Sierra and Russell's and in their prayer. So like, what is the prayer to stay focused?
The prayer you know what? It's just, you know, I have to give a big, huge props to, you know, my boyfriend. He is a business owner, a huge business owner of 23 plus years, barber, master barber, and you know, he's the one that found this place for me. I wasn't looking at it. I had it written down. It was on my vision board, all that stuff.
Somebody comes along, they already
He's like, yeah, guess what? You're ready? And I'm like, oh yeah, in a year. And he's like, no, in a month. And so I literally had like a second to pray about it, because I had to come and make an offer like the next day, or someone else would have came and got it. Prayed about it, and everything since I gotten here has been completely smooth. From the landlord to just me getting things in here. I know the pandemic has been rough for a lot of people, but God has really kept his hand on me and my family. He has went above and beyond, and I really truly believe that when it's your time, no matter if it's the pandemic, no matter if it's a freaking war outside, it's gonna happen for you when it's your time. I've been wanting this. I wanted this like 4 or 5 years ago, but it wasn't time. He still had to grow me. He still had to show me business. Like, I still had to go to different schools and learn like business. I had to get hurt. I had to get my feelings hurt. Right. You know what I mean? From friends. He had to cut people off. My circle had to get super small, because the people that was around me, even last year, they don't deserve this part of Montia. They don't deserve this success part of Montia. So he had to take me do some things, and then said, now you're ready. Now you can get the keys. And this is really my beginning. Like, it's so small to what God is going to do. It's so small to what, and I appreciate it.
But back here a year ago, so this is what happened.
Yeah.
Over the
yeah. This is what happened. Yeah. And I appreciate it. I do.
Wow. I'm ready to see that. I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
I definitely, the people that I can keep in contact with, you know, at least keep up with on social media and any other way, it floors me. And
I know it's crazy, because you've seen me like, well, I mean, I don't even know how old I was.
So 2014, I was home for a little bit, and that's when I came.
Yeah.
I just was like nervous. I wanted to I'm interested in modeling. It's kind of always been something in the back of my brain, and I still didn't know what I looked like with makeup. So I was like, this is different. It comes to shit. I was like, I
know you are so pretty. But you don't need a lot. She don't need a lot.
Looking back, I was like, oh wow. I can, and it's like I can definitely see the growth in like the application, like why it's so important to actually take
a makeup class. Yes, it's so important. It's so. I mean, YouTube, I can sit in front of a camera, but YouTube is not going to say, hey, Jameka, it's too light. You don't know. And then they're using colors for their skin tone. They're doing makeup on themselves. Yeah. They're not doing makeup on others. Yeah. So even how you hold a brush is so different how I hold a brush on myself to do makeup versus if I was going to do you. Right. So that's why I go live all the time, or I just tell people, I'm not saying my makeup academy is like the best, but it is. It is, because I was trained by the best. Like, I went to the best. I mean, you see all the certificates right here. There. I mean, hello, they're right here.
We have to like get a video.
Yes, I invested, and my family has invested into me so that I can go to top of the line. It's just as if equivalent to Malaysia wanted to go to Harvard. Paul Mitchell was like Harvard when it comes to hair.
And I was sorry that
Yeah.
all I heard was Black excellence. Like I was like, oh, hold on, investing in your children's education.
Yes.
That is a thing with us. Like
That's
it
the
happens.
thing. It happens, and that's gonna happen for my daughters, both of them. You know, we have a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old, and what we're doing is raising them to be young entrepreneurs and go after whatever you want to do in life. Like I'm not gonna make you do it. If that's what you want to do, you want to be a doctor. Sure. How we gonna get there? You get what I'm saying? But they will be debt free.
Yeah.
They will be debt free.
So how did you go about like creating the goals and the plan and executing it? Like
with opening this business, or
well,
just period?
kind of just the steps before opening the business because I know you had other help too. Just in general, because you knew you liked it. You want to keep getting educated. And then how did you actually gauge that?
Like how did I connect the dots?
Right.
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but literally praying. I always tell God, like, just throughout the day, talk to me. If I see something, I might be scrolling on the computer or driving down the street. If I see something, talk to me. I can't even tell you, like, I have so many journals. I have a personal journal and I have business. I write all the time. I keep a journal in my purse. I write all the time. Like, you just have to write it down. Like, I can't just say, oh, I want, 5 schools, but like, where, how do you get there? So you have to do your research. I tell people all the time, before I had this, I knew I needed mirrors. Or how many? How many light bulbs am I going to need? How many chairs am I going to need? Those are the things that you have to kind of write down. I don't care if it happens 5 years from today, but you got to have crazy faith.
Yeah.
You have to have crazy faith. Sometimes, hey, if I want to go get another building tomorrow, I can go get a storage and go ahead and start buying stuff and putting in that storage. That don't mean I'm going to get it tomorrow, but it's just having that faith and knowing that God is going to work on my behalf, and I have to do the work. I got to put in the work, so I got to do my research. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you're talking to me. I was like, I'm fine. I forgot my next question because.
Yes, I'm telling you, just write. Just write.
No,
even
honestly,
when you don't see it, just write it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Journaling and writing it down. They always talk about like Habakkuk 2:2, like write down, like write the vision, make it plain. Yeah. Hopefully I quoted that properly. But
well, we know what you mean, girl. I get it.
But yeah, so I am really appreciative of you taking the extra time to redo this interview with me. Before I do end this, I do want to make sure that people know where to find you on your social media and how to book sessions with you.
Yes, so thank you for that. So my website is www.Montia Shardae makeupstudioandacademy.net. Okay, so when you go on my website, it explains who I am, number one, because you need to know your instructor. It's very essential whether you take my courses, someone else's classes, know them. I am a licensed instructor. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I teach aesthetics. I do it all. So I have the paperwork to back my certificates. That's important. Make sure that the educator has those things, okay, before you go investing. When you go on my website, you can click classes. It shows that I teach makeup artistry classes, which is 60 hours, a whole month with me and whoever else is in this class. Due to COVID, we only take 4 students at a time. Okay, my classes are very personal, it's very intimate. I like to get in your grill. I want to know about you. I want to push you past the limits to where you may think you can go. I'm pushing you past that. Okay, and in our makeup artistry program, we teach everything from natural beauty makeup, how to custom match foundation, how to stand when you do makeup so your back don't be burned out, bridal etiquette, bridal contracts. We talk about special effects makeup, basically everything that you need in regards to a well-rounded makeup artist. For 60 hours, I got you. And we have day and night programs as well. We also have an eyelash extension course, which is like my #1 baby this year. I don't know, like the girls is like into lashes this year.
Yeah, because the one I have is falling.
They is into it. They is like, I want to do lashes. Great. So we have a 3-day lash course where we teach you everything about the diameters. It's so much like little tedious little things you need to know about lashes. Can anyone get it done? What eye space are you working on? How to, lash map. We also teach you how to start your own eyelash company if that's what you want to do. I have my own lash extension brand. So, we do all of that. Kind of get your brand started, your logos, everything, because that's important. Marketing yourself. You can't just be saying you eyelash artist nowadays. Everybody do makeup, lashes, brows. You know what I mean? Yeah. What is gonna separate you? What's gonna make you different? Okay, and that's your marketing. It's everything to me. And then the last but not least is my permanent makeup class. It's 3 days, 15 hours. We teach you microblading and micro shading. All classes, full kits, machines included, everything you need to go out there and get it. Get your money. I wish I could teach everyone. I really do. I wish I could show people.
Like, this is a school. Are you saying that they don't need a license before they come to your school?
No, not for permanent makeup. You do not. So you have to check with your actual, board and like health department and tell you what you need after you take your course. But permanent makeup does not fall under aesthetic or cosmetology. So, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now you know. I love it.
Just go on my website. It has everything full in detail and explain exactly what's the requirements, 18 and older. All little details is on my website. Instagram, you can follow me at I am Montia Shardae or Montia Shardae MS Academy, which is our academy page and studio. So on the weekends, we take services with everything that we do here, and during the week is strictly education. So.
Oh, well, thank you so much again for sitting down with me.
Yeah,
and best of love to you, because I know it's a journey, especially being a mother and an entrepreneur. Yeah. So I could commend you, and you're still under 30. I forgot to even mention that.
Last year, praise the Lord.
Like, all of this under 30.
Yeah.
So it is possible.
It is possible.
Entrepreneurs, like females, it doesn't matter. Like, if you have a dream, go for it. And I just hope I can share more dreams.
Yeah.
So, pause, y'all.
www.Montia Shardae Makeup Studio and Academy.net. Okay, so when you go on my website,
and how did you actually gauge the goal?
I'm so excited. I love it. I love doing this.
So. Yay. So, well, just get started. A little background.